Obama will use Syrian and Iraqi refugees to eliminate Christians, destroy America. Obama will use Syrian and Iraqi refugees to eliminate Christians, destroy America. Thank you for tuning in today to the Black Political Buzz Network, and this is Laurel. On today's brief vlog, I want to discuss the topic surrounding President Obama pushing our Congress members, our members of Congress, and pushing our voters to accept more than 10,000, not 10,000, more than 10,000 Iraqi and Syrian refugees from the Middle East, from a war-torn countries in the Middle East, or a war-torn region of the Middle East, a region that's currently being dominated by a radical Islamist group called ISIL. And President Obama does not want these Iraqi and Syrian refugees to have to go through or pass a certified federal background check for their entry over here. And President Obama wants governors in every state, in every state and commonwealth to accept these Iraqi and Syrian refugees without them passing a certified, required federal background check. And if these governors don't accept these people, President Obama wants to withhold federal funding from their states or their commonwealths or their regions. That's blackmail. That's extortion. But he's doing it. Congress recently passed legislation in the House where it was a bipartisan legislation, Republicans and Democrats, recently passed legislation requiring that these refugees pass a certified background check in order to gain entry into our country and to experience, a life as a U.S. citizen or a citizen on U.S. soil. President Obama said he would veto that, even though these people are coming from a region of the globe where ISIL, a radical Islamist terrorist group. This is a terrorist group, much worse than Al Qaeda ever was, and they hate America. They're brutal. They've even threatened the White House, threatened Washington, D.C., threatened New York City. President Obama said, forget the threats. Just let them come on over here. Even though many of these people support ISIS, not all of them, but a large percentage of them support ISIL. Not all of them, but a large percentage of them do. And many of these people, these Iraqi and Syrian refugees, know how to hack into American computer networks very efficiently. I mean, they're good at it. President Obama says, let them come over here prior to them passing a certified background check. Now, every other race that comes over here, if you're black, if you're from Africa, or Haiti, you got to pass a background check. If you're from Europe, you got to pass a background check. If you're from Canada, you've got to pass a background check. If you're from Asia, you got to pass a background check. But if you're from the Middle East and you're a Syrian or Iraqi refugee, no background check required. Under the Obama administration, no background check required if you are a Syrian or Iraqi refugee. Now, what sense does that make? So why is President Obama, why is he so anxious? Why is President Obama so anxious and so eager to have these folks over here? And no, I'm not bashing Muslims. I do not hate Muslims. And if anyone says I hate Muslims, you're wrong. I don't hate Muslims. I don't hate gay people either. I don't hate anyone. I don't have to agree with your ideology to respect you or to accept you. All because I don't agree with your ideology does not mean I cannot accept you and cannot be kind to you and cannot love you as a human being. But I don't have to agree with your ideology, and I don't agree with radical Islam. I don't agree with same-sex marriage, point blank. But anyway, why is President Obama so eager to have these Iraqi and Syrian refugees to come to the USA on American soil without passing a required certified federal background check. Well, in case you've been somewhere for the past 6 years hiding underneath a rock, then if you've been hiding under a rock somewhere with your head in the sand, trying to avoid reality, then maybe you don't know that President Obama, it appears as if, now I could be wrong, but it appears as if he has an anti-Christian agenda, an anti-black, an anti-Christian agenda. Christians in this nation have been targeted at an alarming rate. In fact, since President Obama was elected president in this nation, Christians all over the world have been under attack at an alarming rate. Christianity has been targeted and attacked at an alarming rate in the USA and all over the globe for the past 6.5 years. Now you have a large percentage of these Syrian and Iraqi refugees who believe and support radical Islam. And many of them possess extensive computer hacking skills. So why would President Obama want them to come to our nation unchecked? If you can't see the handwriting on the wall, then you're choosing to be blind. You're choosing to be ignorant and blind and foolish. You're choosing to not realize this is the annihilation of Christianity in President Obama's mind. Now, Jesus Christ is alive. Jesus Christ is the Son of God. He lives and he will live forevermore. Now, President Obama knows he can't kill Jesus Christ. He knows he can't kill Jesus Christ. President Obama believes in Jesus. He knows Jesus Christ is alive. But he does know that we are vulnerable. We're human beings. We are. Jesus Christ is not human. He's a spirit. He lives in heaven with God his Father. But we're on planet Earth. We're human beings. He knows that we're vulnerable. To bring people over here, not all of them, but enough of them over here, with radical Islamist ideology, views, and perspectives. Radical anti-American views and perspectives. Extensive computer hacking skills. You don't think that's a recipe for a disaster for Christianity in this nation? It is a disaster. It is a recipe for disaster for Christianity in this nation. President Obama wants the Muslims, the radical Muslims, not all Muslims. He don't really care about moderate Muslims. President Obama doesn't, it's like ISIL. He doesn't really care about moderate Muslims. But he wants those radical Muslims to come over here and just shut up the Christians in America. Shut us up, eliminate us, make us invisible so we can't be on social media. We can't have a voice in American society. And black people will just become extinct. That's his plan. You don't see that? I didn't know that when I supported the man. I didn't know President Obama would turn out to be this way when I supported him in 2008 and 2012. Many folks didn't know this. Not just black voters. Many white voters didn't know it either. Many people in Congress didn't even know it. But it appears to be a reality. It appears to be what is truth. What's so? This is not conspiracy theory. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Look at the writing on the wall. And not only will these Iraqi and Syrian refugees, the percentage of them who are radical Islamists and who hate America and hate Western values, not only will that percentage of them help to eliminate Christianity or shut us up and make us invisible here in America, but also to divide America even more so. President Obama has divided this nation for the past 6.5 years. He's greatly divided our nation more so than ever. There's more racism now in America than I've encountered in years. And I've been living here all my life as a black person, as a black woman. And I've never experienced this level of racism in my lifetime. So he's going to also use these refugees to divide our nation even more. More hatred of blacks against white. More hatred of cops against blacks. More hatred of Muslims against blacks. More hatred of Asians against blacks. More hatred of Muslims against whites. More hatred of Christianity against other faiths. I say we should begin to pray, and we should demand that those refugees have to pass a required certified federal background check like every other immigrant is required to do so. Those Syrian and Iraqi refugees should be required to pass a certified federal background check just as every other immigrant is supposed to or required to pass. And that includes psychological testing to see if they are a radical Islamist. I don't hate the Islamist faith, but radical Islam is wrong because it's brutal and it's about hatred. It's not about peace. Islam is about peace. Islam is about peace, but radical Islam is about hate. We don't need more hate in America. President Obama will use the Iraqi and Syrian refugees to eliminate Christianity, destroy America. I say Congress better wake up. I say Congress better wake up. Our leaders better wake up. And our people better start praying. Better start praying and declaring that Jesus Christ is Lord over this nation before it's too late. Thank you for tuning in today to my broadcast. This is Laurel. Great afternoon. Have a great afternoon and goodbye.